Bring the eyes down to a close, nice tall straight spine. And I want you just to start to breathe nice and deeply, okay? Nice, slow, long, deep inhales through the nostrils only, filling up the entirety of your diaphragm from your belly all the way up to the top of the chest in a nice, slow, long, deep inhalation. Nice, slow, long, deep exhales through the nostrils only. Release, relax, let go of any tension, any fears, any worries, any anxieties. Every single inhalation, feeling the sensations of the oxygen, but more importantly, the prana, life force energy as it flows directly to the center of your brain, altering your blood-brain body chemistry. And every exhalation, just release, relax, let go. Making sure that the jaw's nice and loose, the shoulders, the head, the neck, the arms. And letting this rush of relaxation just permeate through every single cell within your body. Starting to notice the area around the heart relax. And as you're breathing deeply, I want to remind you that you're way more than just your physical body. You are a soul, a spiritual being who's having a human experience, and you've been gifted this mind, you've been gifted this body, and it's your emotional states that is guiding you as to what you are creating in your outside world. So I'm going to ask you and guide you many times to just notice how you're feeling, because remember, our outside world is just reflecting how we are thinking and how we are feeling inside. And what we're going to do today is get to the root, shift that internal state, and create a new outside reality. So as you're breathing deeply, just taking a few moments right now to check in with yourself, noticing how you're feeling physically, mentally, emotionally. Paying attention to where the internal chat of the mind is right now. And remember always that you're not your thoughts, you're not your feelings, you are the consciousness, you are the I who observes all of these thoughts, feelings, and sensations. It is that conscious awareness that is your ability to create. What you hold in mind becomes your reality. Okay, so to begin the session, we're going to start with 3 cleansing breaths. A cleansing breath is a full inhale through your nose, exhale, whoosh through the mouth. After that, we're going to take 7 full breaths. Forcefully inhale through your nose, forcefully exhale through your nose. And then on number 7, I want you to inhale fully and hold the lungs full of oxygen. So you'll hold the lungs, bring the shoulders up, back and down. You'll relax your chest, relax your shoulders, relax your stomach, relax everything and hold for as long as you can. If you feel like the energy is too much, you'll put your hands down and start breathing again. So with the next inhale, we begin the 3 cleansing breaths. So a big inhale through your nose, fill the lungs up. Exhale, whoosh, release. Squeeze all that excess CO2 out. Inhale fully through the nose. Exhale, whoosh through the mouth. Excellent. And again, inhale fully. Exhale, release, whoosh. Excellent. Now 7 full deep breaths. Inhale fully through the nose. Exhale through the nose. 1. And again. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Number 7, inhale, fully lock in and hold. Shoulders up, back and down. Hold the lungs full of oxygen. Relax the shoulders, relax the chest, relax the stomach, relax everything, and hold for as long as you can. If you feel the need to breathe again, you'll exhale however you need to. Let the breath flow in naturally through your nostrils and feel every sensation. Feeling that life force energy as it flows back through the nostrils over your olfactory bulb responsible for smell and directly to the center of your brain. Notice the shifts in your internal state, paying attention to where the internal chat of the mind goes. Remember, you become what you think about all day long. Okay, now bringing the palms of the hands together, I want you to rub the palms of the hands really quickly, generating some heat in between the meridians of the hands. And once you've got sufficient heat, you're going to cup the eyes, keep the eyes closed, breathe deeply, look inwards. And exhale, release. And come back to the space now. Open your eyes. We're going to get a little bit of movement into your body now. So what I'd like you to do is you're going to bring your legs out in front of you, okay? And you're going to readjust your sit bones so everything's nice and square. Feet together, flex the toes towards the face, keep the spine nice and straight, okay? You're going to take a nice big inhale, your hands rise above the head. And with the exhale, lower down. Grab the toes, the ankles, the shins. Big inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower down. Feeling the lower back opening up as we exhale and go down. Noticing the hamstrings, the legs. Synchronizing the movements with the breath and the body. Excellent. Keep it going. Exhale down. Inhale up. Next time you go down, you're going to stay down. Grab the ankles, the toes, the shins, whatever's comfortable for you right now. We're going to take 3 deep breaths here. Every exhale, see if you can go a little bit deeper into the stretch. Using the mind-body connection to relax everything. One more breath. Okay, big inhale, rise up. Exhale, drop the hands down to the side now. Palms facing down, point the feet forward, and then with a big inhale, rise everything up. Keep everything nice and straight. 3 deep breaths, counteract the balance in the spine. One more breath. Exhale, release. Okay, drop everything down. Find your way back to a seated position now. Okay, this time we're going to energize your 3rd chakra and produce this DMT into your pineal gland, okay? So we're going to bring our hands to the middle part of our chest. We're We will forcefully inhale and forcefully exhale through the nose for 54 breaths, okay? So you'll inhale forcefully through the nose like this, and exhale, in, out. Okay, you can slightly smile if you like. This is going to help to open up the airways in the nostrils to allow more oxygen in, but it'll be a forceful inhale and forceful exhale. If you do have anything come out, bogies, etc., that's fine. That's just to clear out the passageways, okay? After 54, we're going to get quicker and quicker and quicker. After 54, I want you to exhale and curve the spine down and round. Okay, exhaling through the nose and inhaling through the nose. So it'll look like this. You would have done 54. Exhale, curve down and round. Then we're going to do 4 full yogic breaths. Forceful inhale through the nose, shoulders wide, heart up, head up. Exhale, down and round. Inhale, exhale. Okay, now on number 4, you're going to take a big inhale until you cannot get any more oxygen in. Then bring the shoulders up, back, and down. Relax the shoulders, relax the chest, relax the stomach, and at the same time, you're going to hold the breath and add a sensory deprivation lock. So you would have inhaled, lock it in, then thumbs in the ears, index fingers over the eyes, middle fingers over the nose, and the rest over your mouth. And you're going to hold the lungs full of oxygen like that for as long as you can. Okay, so just to do it one more time, thumbs in the ears, index fingers eyes, middle fingers nose, and the rest over your mouth. Hold the lungs full of oxygen, relax everything, relax the shoulders, relax the stomach, and hold for as long as you can, all right? So finding your way to a nice comfortable seated position, please. We're gonna get ourselves prepared. Bring the eyes down to a close, let your breath flow in naturally through your nostrils. Once more, take a couple of minutes or a couple of moments just to check in with yourself, physically, mentally, emotionally, noticing how you're feeling now compared to when we just started. So I'll remind you, it's going to be 54 breaths through the nose, middle chest, followed by 4 full yogic breaths, curving the spine, in through the nose, out through the nose. Number 4, inhale fully until you can't get any more oxygen in. Hold the lungs full of oxygen. Thumbs in the ears, eyes, nose, mouth, and hold for as long as you can. Whenever you need to breathe after that, you'll exhale however you need to. Keep the eyes closed, let the breath flow in naturally, and feel every sensation. So, nice, tall, straight spine, please. Hands come to the middle part of the chest. And with the next inhale, we begin. So take a nice big inhale. Exhale everything. Curve the spine down and round. 4 full deep breaths. Inhale fully, shoulders wide, heart up, head up. Exhale down and round. 1, and again. Exhale 2. Keep it going. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale fully. Lock it in and hold, shoulders up, back and down, thumbs in the ears, eyes, nose, mouth, and hold the lungs full of oxygen for as long as you can. Hold, hold, hold. Whenever you feel the need to breathe again, you'll exhale, let the breath flow. Naturally keep the eyes closed, feel every sensation. I'll remind you all, you've taken 0 external substances. You've created all these sensations through the power of your own breath. Do not need anything external, drugs, alcohol. Everything you need is within. You're your own chemist, your own psychologist, your own therapist. You can create all of these sensations, all these chemicals, and better with the power of your own breath. So feel every sensation. As you're feeling that life force energy and that prana flow back to the center of your brain, just noticing where the internal chat of the mind goes. Noticing when we hold the breath. Notice that the I who observes all of these thoughts, feelings, and sensations, that drop of consciousness. Notice how you separate from that analytical, worrying, thinking, doubting mind. And it's in this space in between the thoughts, when everything slows down, when the brain goes from high beta into alpha into theta, when we get direct access to our subconscious mind, infinite intelligence, universal field, quantum field, where we can quite literally create and shift our reality. So feel every sensation. Whenever you feel ready, you'll slowly come back to the space, move the fingertips, wiggle the toes, open the eyes. Give me a little thumbs up, make sure you're all doing good. Excellent. Perfect. So let's get a little bit of movement back into your body. So I want you to find your way out of that position, coming onto all fours now, okay? I want you to synchronize the movements with your breath, okay? You can keep your eyes closed for this or open, but if you want to look inwards, it'd be advantageous to keep your eyes closed. But to start off with, we are going to go into some cat-cows. So with a nice big inhale, head comes up, drop the hips down, curve the spine. Exhale, curve down and round. In through the nose, out through the nose only. Inhale fully. Exhale, down and round. Really feeling the sensations as you feel the spine and the vertebra move. And remind yourself that you have this sacred fluid within your spine, cerebrospinal fluid. And when we create an internal pressure, using our breath, using the movement of the body, we force this fluid from the base of spine up to the top of the head and into your pineal gland. Your pineal gland pretty much being a transmitter and receiver. So when we activate that and we place our attention, our focus, our energy, our imagination towards a goal, we then transmit these thoughts and we draw them back to us with our emotions, how we feel. Quite literally, human magnets. Okay, returning everything back to center now. Untuck the toes, and with a nice big inhale, with the exhale, move the toes over towards the right hand side, twist, look towards the toes. Excellent. Now inhale, center. Exhale to the other side. Feel the twist here. Excellent. Inhale, center. Exhale, one side. Keep it going. Excellent. Returning back to center now. Untuck the toes. 3 cleansing breaths together. Nice big inhale. Exhale, whoosh it all out. Squeeze all that excess CO2 out. Inhale fully. Exhale, release. One more time. Excellent. Let that next breath in, feel that oxygen, that life force energy. Breathe in as deeply as you can. There's a scientist, Dr. Otto Warburg, 1942, I believe it was, won a Nobel Prize for his research in cancer. And what he discovered is that cancer only flourishes in a state where there is not enough oxygen. So when we breathe deeply, we create the environment that stops cancer creating. So with a nice big inhale, take a big inhale in the center. Exhale, lower yourself down to child's pose. Nice big inhale back to the center. Exhale, lean forwards and through into cobra. Opening up the spine here. Excellent. Inhale, center. Exhale, down. Keep it going. Inhale, center. And forwards. Really feeling every single vertebra as we open everything up. Okay, next time you go forwards, take a nice big inhale. Hold the lungs full of oxygen, go forwards. Hold the lungs full of oxygen, relax the shoulders, relax the chest, relax the stomach, relax everything, hold. Hold for as long as you can. Exhale, release. Come back down to child's pose. We'll do that one more time. Nice forceful inhale, fill the lungs up fully. Hold the lungs full of oxygen, shoulders up, back and down, relax the stomach, relax the chest, relax everything and hold. Exhale, release. Back to child's pose. Forehead to the ground, breathe deeply. Okay, now returning back to center. Find your way back to a seated position once again. Okay, we're going to do another breathing exercise now. So, for this breathing exercise, what you're going to do is you're going to have your hands up like this, and then you're going to bring the fists down, okay? And we're going to inhale, exhale, in, out, in, out. Okay, we're going to do 21 of them. After that, you're going to release the hands down, take 4 deep breaths. Exhale. Number 4, inhale. Shoulders up, back and down. Tuck your chin to your chest. Relax the shoulders, relax the chest, relax the stomach, relax everything, and hold for as long as you can. Okay? Whenever you need to breathe after that, you'll exhale, release, and feel every sensation, okay? On the exhale, release, what I'd like you to do also is squeeze Mula Bandha, okay? Mula Bandha is the muscles you'd use to go to the bathroom or for sex. It's in your perineum, okay? So when you exhale, squeeze everything, force all of that fluid to the top at the center of your head and hold empty for a couple of seconds before you breathe naturally again, all right? So getting yourself ready, guys, nice tall straight spine, eyes down to a close, breathe naturally. Okay, so getting yourself ready, hands come up, clench the fists, and then hands down with an inhale, exhale, in, Okay, exhale, curve the spine down and round. 4 deep breaths. Inhale fully, shoulders wide, heart up, head up. Exhale, down and round. 1, and again. 2. 3. Last one. Inhale fully. Lock it in, shoulders up, back and down. Chin to the chest. Relax the shoulders, relax the chest, relax the stomach, relax everything and hold. Hold for as long as you can. Hold, hold, hold. Whenever you feel the need to breathe again, you'll exhale however you need to. Hold empty, squeeze Mula Bandha, force all that energy up to the top of the head. Hold empty for a couple of seconds. 3, 2, 1. Inhale regularly. Feel the shifts in your blood, brain, body chemistry. Once again, feel every sensation. The outside world of people, places, circumstances, merely reflecting back to you how you think and feel internally. In your own time, slowly moving the fingertips, wiggle the toes, wiggle everything, coming back to the space, shake everything out a little bit. Gonna get a little bit more movement back to the body again. So come back up to all fours this time. Once you arrive there, you're gonna untuck the toes. Breathe nice and deeply. And then with a big inhale in the center, exhale, come up into a downward facing dog. Okay, hips up towards the sky, head down towards the ground. Pedal the feet out. You should feel the hamstrings. Breathing deeply. Maybe you want to go up onto your tiptoes, stretch out the toes, and maybe you want to come down onto your knees. Excellent. Breathe nice and deeply. Okay, now step, hop, or jump to the top of the mat. Keep the fold in the spine, and with a big inhale, rise the hands up. Exhale, hands come down to the heart center. What I want you to do now is you're going to step out to the side into a mountain posture. Breathe nice and deeply. And just feeling the sensations of what we've created so far. Noticing how stable and how strong this posture feels. Just like a mountain, unmovable, unshakable in the wind. Breathing nice and deeply. Feeling the connection of the feet below and the earth below and the sky above. As above, so below. As within, so without. Excellent. Now, what I would like you to do, slowly open your eyes, come back to the space. I want you to move everything out slightly wider apart, okay? This time, just like we would cut wood, like a Viking or an axe. So we're going to bring the hands together, okay? And then with a big inhale, head comes up, and exhale through the nose, okay? Inhale, exhale. Keep it going. One more. Excellent. Come back up to a mountain posture. Breathe deeply. Feeling the tingling sensations around the body. Maybe the hairs on the back of the neck are standing up. Maybe there's a tingling going around the body. Maybe there's some heat and some sensations. Remember, everything is energy, frequency, and vibration. That includes every single cell, every single atom within your body. We only have to look at quantum physics to confirm that everything down to its smallest atom is energy, frequency, and vibration, which you are made of. And based on how we're thinking and how we're feeling, we create an electromagnetic field that goes up to 3 to 5 meters outside of us, depending on how we are feeling. If we're in a high vibrational state, feeling good, that will be larger, and we will draw to us like a magnet the people, places, circumstances, and things that are on the same frequency and vibration as how we think and feel. But likewise, we feel negative, we will draw negative things towards us. So just taking a moment to notice how you're feeling right now. Really connect to this part of you that is way more than just your skin and your bones. Excellent. Now release everything down, give everything a bit of a shake out. I'm going to come back to the top of the mat, okay? Feet are going to come together once again. With a big inhale, hands rise up. Once the fingertips touch, step, hop, jump back to a plank position. Lower everything down nice and slowly through chaturanga. And release everything back down now. Excellent. Find your way back to a seated position whenever you feel ready. Okay, coming back to the space now. We're going to do our last bit of movement before I take you through the guided meditation. So what I'd like you to do is you're going to lay on your back now into Shavasana, and we're just going to do a little bit of an exercise to help let go of some of that tension in the spine. So when you arrive here, I want you to lay on your back, all right? Okay, so laying down on your back, just breathing nice and deeply, filling the entirety of your diaphragm up. Your belly should expand like you've got a baby's belly. Okay, we're going to do now our easy shoulder stand, okay? So what I'd like you to do is you're going to bring your knees up towards your chest. You're going to kick up and support your lower back. Excellent. I want you then to pedal the feet out. Nice. And if you can, you're going to drop the feet down behind the head. And breathe as deeply as you can. One more breath. Exhale, release everything down, vertebra by vertebra, nice and slowly, engaging everything until the last thing to come down is going to be your legs. And when you arrive there, just feeling the sensations as everything starts to open up. Getting yourself ready. We are now going to go through our guided meditation with a little bit of breathing. So before we get into this exercise, reminding yourself always that your internal world controls your external results. And remind yourself that your brain and your body and your nervous system does not know the difference between something that is real and something that is vividly imagined. So with the eyes closed, laying down, we're going to take a few deep breaths, but it's going to be belly, through the nose, belly, and then upper chest. Belly, upper chest. So inhale, belly, inhale, upper, exhale through the mouth. Belly, upper, exhale. Keep it going. Belly, upper, exhale. Belly, upper, exhale. In, exhale. In, exhale. In, exhale. Keep it going. In, exhale. Two more. In, exhale. Belly, upper, exhale. Okay, now a full deep breath through your nose. Feel the lungs up. Exhale. Okay, big inhale. Feel the lungs up. Hold the lungs full of oxygen. Squeeze Mula Bandha. Squeeze and hold. Force that fluid from the base of the spine up to the center of the forehead. Squeeze and hold. Squeeze and hold. Exhale, release. Letting the breath flow in naturally through your nostrils. Feel every sensation. Every exhalation, just noticing the body going deeper and deeper into relaxation. I'll begin breathing at pace 7-3-7, just following my count. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Let the breath flow in naturally for this. Keep breathing nice and deeply. You can remain laying down for this part, or sitting up, whichever one you please, but laying down is going to be more comfortable as I guide you through this guided meditation. Using the higher faculty of your mind, specifically imagination. I want you to imagine yourself walking into a movie theatre of your mind. Now, in the center of this room is the most comfortable chair you have ever sat on. giant red movie chair. And as you sit on it, your whole body sinks in to this seat. A deep rush of relaxation flows from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, as your body is fully supported and sinks into this comfortable chair. To your right hand side, you will see a headset. You'll grab the headset and place it over your head. And as you place this headset on, you are transported into the movie screen with all of your sensations, all of your physical sensations, sound, smell, sight, taste and touch is transported into the consciousness of this 2.0 version of you. It's you here and now in a different timeline. And just like that, you switch over into this version, this reality. And starting to play out and act out what he is doing with his life, with his day to day. Noticing him waking up, feeling the silk sheets as you take them off your strong, lean, athletic, healthy body. Feeling the sensations as the sun hits the skin, as you walk onto the balcony. Getting into such detail that you can quite literally smell the coffee brewing. Maybe you can taste the succulent steak as you cut it open and eat your lunch. Or the fresh mango and pineapple, the sweet taste and texture. Such detail. Feeling the excitement and love as your family, as your kids come and give you a hug and a kiss. Playing out every single detail of your perfect day, how you're serving others, how you're helping others, what you're doing, how you're spending your time, where you're living, the temperature, the sound, the smell, the taste, the touch. Wherever your dream reality is, wherever your goal, your vision, your 2.0 version of self is, living that out right this moment. Mind has begun to wander. It's okay, bring it straight back to the movie theatre of your mind. The full sensory experience of you version 2.0, your dream reality. Maybe you've just made the biggest deal of your life. Maybe your newborn child has just been born. Maybe you're just traveling, living, breathing. And as you're going and experiencing these things, starting to feel, how will it feel when everything is working perfectly. Maybe you'll feel sensations of joy, love, excitement, happiness, abundance, faith, belief, trust, expansiveness. If you struggle to feel those sensations, begin mentally repeating those words. I am love. I am excited. I am joy. I am peace. I am wealthy. I am healthy. And as you're saying those words, starting to feel the tingling sensations running up the spine, the hairs on the back of the neck stand up as you quite literally change your internal state and shift into the new reality. Remember, everything is happening all at once in this present moment. It's all we have. You are that version now. Playing that scene, that movie clip one last time. Feeling the sensations, hearing the sounds, smelling the smells, tasting and touching and experiencing those emotions. Joy, peace, love, happiness, abundance, wealth. Feel every sensation. Once you've played that scene one last time, you'll remove the headset, bringing your attention and awareness back to this physical body, knowing full well that you have jumped timelines. You are now living that reality. As we slowly bring our awareness back to this physical body, we continue to act, feel, and live as that person right now. Now starting to bring a little bit of movement back to the physical body, to the fingertips, to the toes. Wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingertips. We're just going to take a few double inhales followed by a long sigh, exhale, release through the mouth just to deeply relax the nervous system. So taking one sip of oxygen through the nose now, sip. Top it up, sip. Exhale, sigh, release. Excellent. And again, sip. Top it up. Exhale, sigh, release. One more time. Sip. Top it up. Exhale, sigh, release. Let the breath flow in naturally through your nostrils. And within your own time, I want you to slowly make your way back to a seated position, keeping the eyes closed. Nice, tall, straight spine. And continue to breathe nice and deeply, filling up the belly all the way up to the top of the chest. And as you're breathing nice and deeply, just taking a few moments to check back in with yourself. How are you feeling now compared to when we began this session? Okay, so to end the session, we'll end with one last inhale, and as we do that, the hands will rise above the head into a prayer position. So nice big inhale, hands rise up into a prayer position above the head. Exhale all the way through down to heart center. Just give yourself a bow, some gratitude, some thanks for taking the time to practice. And just cultivating that feeling of gratitude and thanks.